All right, man, let's watch this woman talk about, men have to pay for everything and it doesn't sound fair to her. Even if it don't work out, we got to eat the losses when dealing with women, and then your reward once you eat them, once you had them losses, your reward is just a lot of times just punani. Have you even seen those relationships where they be in a real relationship or even married, and the wife don't buy the husband nothing, don't see his drawers or his socks dirty or nothing like that, and they just straight up don't contribute nothing to the marriage? Those are those type of situations where men pedestalize the box. But let's see what she got to say. Boop, boop, boop.
I ever look at your check and just be like, I'm so happy that I'm a woman because like sometimes you're making the same amount as a man and like they pay for fucking everything. I mean like everything. Just think about it. Like when you go on a date, first date, like obviously if a man doesn't pay, you're not going to give him a second date. But just imagine if you and this man make the same amount of money and he's expected to pay for like first, second, third date and like the majority of stuff. Like of course we pay for stuff too, but like the guys are just expected. Like if a guy does not pay for the first date, are you gonna go back out with him? No, probably not. Now imagine your salary but having to actually spend it on somebody else and still keep up the expensive habits that you have. Like still keeping up your makeup, still keeping up your hair. The hair is expensive. We already know how much hair is. Still keeping up, I don't know, whatever your bad habit, minus travel, whatever. And having to include another person. Like, damn, when that bill come, like, ugh, this motherfucker hungry again? Damn. God knows my heart. He know I couldn't take no extra struggle.
So, and people saying, well, date within your budget, or if I'm not paying, I'm not laying. All this stuff they saying in there, and a lot of women take it for granted. That's why they go to brunch together and they arguing about splitting the bill at the table and all this type of stuff at the brunch table, whatever. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard, you know. And you got some women that are like, "Well, I'll leave the tip," or this drink on me, or this, that, and the third, um, and that's cool. But those women are few, far in between. To keep it real, so yeah, it is tough, and that's why a lot of dudes are just saying, you know what, I'm gonna keep my money in my pocket, and I'm gonna get a video game, or I'm gonna just straight up pay for the punani, and I'm gonna be done with it. It's no surprises, no emotional attachments, no other dinners, no wasting time, no beating around the bush, because most guys are indirect. Women know when you approach them, it's sexual. Simple as that. It's a sexual attraction. Nothing more, nothing less. It's a sexual attraction. That's it. It's a sexual attraction. And that's what it is. It's a sexual attraction. So when it's a sexual attraction, they know when you approach them, you want some ass. And though if your only intent is getting some ass out of it, you might as well let that be known right then and there. Now, if you actually want to court them and date them, then hey, you get to know them. You get to know them, kind of tell them what you expect out of dating, and what you expect out of them and what you expect out of significant other. Sometimes you'll get to the first date and you get to talking to a woman and you'll figure out that y'all ain't compatible, or whatever the situation may be. You'll figure that out. You know, you'll figure it out. You like, all right, man, like she ain't the one for me, or she got a problem with spending her money on you. You ask that straight up, just as when you are indirect with women, y'all like how to be indirect when y'all go out and all this type of stuff, and you be beating around the bush and all this. Like, just be direct. If you just find her sexually attractive, like, you know what, I just find you really sexually attractive. You know, tell her straight up and down. I would like to, get to know you in a different way, and hopefully a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Or if you really dating women, if you dating for sex, then like I said before, You might as well let that be known beforehand that you just want a sexual relationship. Now, if you dating to find a significant other, to find a girlfriend, that's different. Then you gonna, y'all go out somewhere, you pay, you know what I'm saying? You get a feel, you find out the questions that you need to ask, you know what I'm saying? Got a crazy nigga, you've been married before, maybe how many abortions you have that matter to you, got an OnlyFans, what's your parents like, where you from, what school you went to, what your friends think about you and all this stuff, and you see her mannerisms, how she carry herself. Does she carry herself like a woman? Can she carry a conversation? You know what I'm saying? You get to know if you like the person. Obviously paying attention to the nails, the fingers, the cleanliness, what she smell like. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. So yeah, like if you dating for sex, then yeah, you backwards. You don't date for sex. Now if you dating for a relationship or you dating for, you dating for something more, then yes, this is the way it goes. Now, if you dating, you just going out to hit something, you better off than going to the bar, going to a little club and picking a chick up at the club. They already drinking, they already drunk, they already, you know what I'm saying? They already social. It's a social scene, get in her ear, and she probably most likely the music then got to her. She vibing. Might cost you a drink, might not cost you a drink or two, might cost you a drink or three, it might not cost you nothing. You like what you about to do? You about to leave here? You just want to go back to my spot or whatever like that? And she might be like, yeah. She might feel comfortable with you. Those settings, you don't date. You go to those settings, hustle classes, bars, lounges, clubs. Those are when they done, they ready to go. Some women got to do. They already going right back to. A lot of women don't. He might not be picking up. He might not be texting fast enough. So they get that urge. It's kind of like when dudes, like when it's between 9 to 12 o'clock for a lot of dudes, right? That's the horny hour. You know what I'm saying? You ready to hit something. Pornhub ain't hitting. You ready to hit something. But for women, they get that same itch, especially when they drinking wine, they catching a vibe, all their girlfriends, and they going home to their husbands and their boyfriends and stuff of that nature. That is what it is. They looking to hit something. So you put yourself in that position. Now, if you dating for it more, dating for a significant other, girlfriend, wife, whatever, then yes, this is the way to go. And sometimes when you got a real one, they gonna be like, you know what? I pay for this one. No, I got it this time. That's one of those green flags. So yeah, she's right. It's tough. Women are very selfish creatures by trade, bro. They're very selfish. You hear people say women to sacrifice their own family for their happiness. Absolutely. So for a woman to sacrifice her cash on you, that's a huge green flag. So let me know what y'all think. Hey, the real channel's on the Patreon. So hit the Patreon link, join it. It's 7 days. It's the only link in the description. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe and share.